All right. What's up, everybody? OJ over here from Player Essence. Welcome back to another PE Live. Today, we got a great show for you guys. Got a lot of good topics to go over. Got a lot of stuff to discuss. There's been a lot of news when it comes to different various gaming things. Been a little slow here and there, but there's some amazing games coming out this week for the Nintendo Switch, and next week we'll get into all the cool content. We're going to get into some stuff that I picked up, so gaming pickups as well. We're going to go over a couple different deals that we have that are going on. I'm going to make a dedicated video to some RPG goodness and stuff that's on sale later in today. So that'll be after the podcast is done. But we'll talk about some of those sales. So we're starting off hot, man. There's a lot of cool stuff to get into. I want to thank each and every single one of you guys for coming out today. I appreciate it. We already have over 80 people here in the chat. I know a lot of you guys want to talk about the Nintendo Direct. So yeah, man, there's going to be just a ton of stuff, man. A ton of stuff to talk about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the music. The first music was, I think it was, what was it? Like, it was Chrono Trigger. Yeah, Chrono Trigger, the prehistoric music. And then it was also, of course, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torn of the Golden Country battle theme. So hopefully you guys enjoyed both of those themes, and we can get on with the show here today. In terms of Ninja news, guys, we did have a video up, Switch news. Remember, guys, Switch news, really, it's not going to be like a daily thing. It's really just going to be more like when there's a lot of information to go over and I can add some good insight to it, but mainly just a bunch of information like over the course of like probably like 2 days or so. Then we put it all together and we kind of ramble it off for you guys, and I kind of add my own take on it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the more focused and broader Switch news videos. Other than that, we also got like dedicated videos to like the various different games that you guys are excited about, like RPGs and like Astral Chain. We had a video on Astral Chain just the other day, yesterday I think, so hopefully you guys check out that video on Cuphead as well. So we're going to do a lot more dedicated videos and stuff, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the shift and focus more to like live news as stuff breaks. Live streams in general, we're doing more gameplay streams. Obviously we had a Cuphead stream last night that was interesting. And I haven't put that live yet because I'm trying to edit out some of the stuff that I said in that video, but I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble editing out certain things from that video, and I can't do it. So I don't know if that video is ever going to go live on the channel until I edit some stuff, until I can edit some stuff out of it. But there's some stuff that I said that I need to edit out, and it's not letting me, or it's not as easy as just ripping like the whole video from YouTube and editing it in my editor. Like, I'm trying to edit it using YouTube's tools, and YouTube's tools is trash. They're just absolutely trash for video editing. YouTube has like the worst video editor ever. So that video just might go up for Patreons and also for YouTube members. So I'm probably just going to do that. So if you want to see part 2 of my Cuphead gameplay, it'll be up as Patreons and YouTube members and Patreons only. Any tier on Patreon or YouTube member, you'll be able to watch it. But I can't leave that video up normally. But anyway, moving on from that, let's just, that's all the Ninja news, guys. We're going to go ahead and move into shoutouts. So if you want me to say hi in the chat, feel free to say hi. I'll be more than happy to say hi to you. I do want to give some shoutouts to people who subscribed when the channel was off air. So shoutouts to Jet, Cobb, H, Raymond, and Johnny Rosado for the subscriptions. Thank you guys so much. Welcome to the village. Hopefully some of you guys are watching. You guys can get in on the action for today. So let me go ahead and get some of these shoutouts here. See how you guys are doing. Cringy Gamer, what's up? Yo, shoutouts to the G5. What's good, homie? Good to see you here. Renee and Gone Boys in the house. Dank Meme is here. Elias. Oh my God, Fairy Tiger. Fairy Tiger already. What the? Toby. Oh my God, my earphone. Toby. Blaster. Let's go. Fairy Tiger swooping in the Hokage for this week. $97. Or no, hold up. No. $87. $87 for this week, being the weekly ninja, also the top stream ninja, and of course, botting me right here up here in the streams, boss. Thank you so much, Fairy Tiger already. Says, let's go play Peaceful Days Chrono Trigger. Absolutely great soundtrack, by the way. Chrono Trigger probably has the best soundtrack of all time. I don't think there's a better soundtrack than Chrono Trigger. And guess who did Chrono Trigger soundtrack? The same guy who did Xenoblade Chronicles 2 soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely a legend. So yes, Peaceful Days. Very good track from Chrono Trigger. And thank you, Fairy Tiger. You guys give some love. You guys give some Sharingans to the elite ninja, of course, Fairy Tiger from the Viking Nation over there, supporting the Ninja War Funds once again. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. So let's play some nice Peaceful Days from Chrono Trigger. I remember I told you guys this a story, and I'll get into shoutouts here real quick, but I told you guys a story. When I used to play this game when I was a kid, when I heard this song, I was literally thinking that this is my life. Like, I was born to simply sit here, play Chrono Trigger, say, Mom, I love you, and be a kid for the rest of my life. That's what I used to think of when I played this. Because you know when you're a kid, time goes by so slowly. And when I would play this game, literally, I thought this was my life. This is what I was gonna do for the rest of my life, is play Chrono Trigger, listen to Peaceful Days, hug my mom, have her make food for me, and that was my life. And that's exactly how things are gonna be forever. Yo, shout outs to Fairy Tiger once again with the Konohamaru Toby Blaster. Let's go. Shout outs. The Hokage sweeping through. The third Hokage's grandson. My boy Konohamaru's all grown up. It says, let's go. $100. Let's go. Shout outs, my boy Fairy Tiger. Thank you so much. Appreciate that for the support. But yeah, man, I'm in my early 30s. So yeah. When this game came out in 1995, so 1995, that was more than 20 years ago. So how old was I when this game came out? I was playing it. I was 5, 6, I was around 8 or 9 years old when this game came out, and that's when I was playing it. When I was like 8, 9, 10. I was playing it for the course of like 4 years. I was literally replaying this game and beating everything because we didn't have guides back then. So in order to get all the different endings in the game, you literally just had to do it yourself. Now there was some internet stuff, but it was net zero. You know what I'm saying? The net zero is never reliable. Like the net wasn't up, so I got all the endings in this game, but it took me 4 years to get every single ending, like to beat it. You know, obviously I'm going to school, you know, I'm riding my bike, I'm playing football, I'm playing basketball, I'm doing other things. So it's not like I just constantly played it like 24/7 because I was an active kid. You know, like I went swimming, I did all sorts of stuff when I was a kid. But over the course of 4 years, from like 1995 to about 2000, I played this game and beat it at least 15 to 16 times. And got like every single ending possible. Sometimes I just beat it again just to beat it. Because remember, this was pretty much one of the few games, because back then RPGs didn't have New Game Plus. New Game Plus, I think like Breath of Fire 2 had it. There was a couple games that had it, but a lot of games didn't have New Game Plus. And Chrono Trigger was the first game that I played that had New Game Plus like this. So it was just like, yo, we can just keep beating it, and getting new things, finding out new stuff, because I didn't go on the internet and look for things. Now you can obviously look up everything, whatever the case is. But yeah, and then I beat it more when I played it on PC for like emulation. I beat it more on there, but over the course I was just playing on Super Nintendo and just beating it over and over and over again. So yeah. Anyway, all right, let's keep it going. Thank you, Fairy Tiger. Thank you for the $13 donation. That was a $13 donation. Shout outs. I thought it was a $10 donation right off the back, but it was actually a 13, so make it, yeah, like you said, even 100. All right, man, thank you, Fairy Tiger. I appreciate that. Man, I really do. Sharingans for Fairy Tiger with the $33 Toby Blaster. All right, let's keep it going here, guys. Let's get into the shout-outs. Sorry if I missed your name. Let's see here. Jazzy N is here. What's good, Jazzy? J2 Blue, Elite Ninja J2 Blue's here. Corey B's here. What's up, man? Gino for Smash is here. What's good? Vesper's here. Galaxy B. Juxtafor is here. What's good? Elite Ninja El Chupacabra's here. Dragonite 23H Productions. Wound Up Penguin is here. Dave Gaming is here. Ricardo Graphics is here. Let's see here. Dark Angel is here. Reningon User Party Man is here. Thank me once again. If I missed your name, just keep talking. Hunter N64 is here. Shoutouts to Elite Ninja Hunter N64. Cringy Gamer is here as well. East KY Retro, what's up, dude? Lost 3 pounds, good job. Streamlabs is here. Nightbot is here. T-Virus Plague is here. Red Enigma is here. What's good, boys? Elias is here. Nier Automata's soundtrack is the best of all time. Hell no, I disagree with that completely. I think Chrono Trigger and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 kind of stomps. I mean, Nier's good, but I think Chrono Trigger stomps Nier Automata. I don't think it's even close. But that's just my opinion on the matter. And I think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 kind of, I think it kicks Nier Automata a couple times. Nier Automata has some bangers, but the whole thing isn't bangers. Chrono Trigger has a complete banger soundtrack. Nier has bangers, as in like plural. Xenoblade has a bunch of bangers. You know, if you count Torna, a supreme list of bangers. Nier has like 7 or 8 really good tracks, which is good overall. But there's a lot of tracks that are just kind of like kind of boring Western-ish sounding music. But there's some bangers in there. But there's not enough bangers to compete, in my opinion, with like Xenoblade 2 and Torna and Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger has the all-time bangers. Like, I don't think there's anything better than Chrono Trigger. But that's just my opinion, once again. Alucard is here. Double D. Shout outs to my man David Drayton. What's up? I think it's Schweitzer. I cannot say your name, man. Shout outs, dude. Theory X. What's good? Civilized Sun Reningon user. Focus on me. Yosef Ramen Boy. Gunslinger. Anthony Rudd is here as well. What's up, boys and girls? College. What's up, man? College Slam. What's up, College Slam? How you doing? Get a profile picture. It'll be easier to remember you. Let's see here. Is it Honest? Honest OJ? Or no. Honest 04 AJ. What's up, man? Yo, Renengan user Taki's here. What's good? Solomon Solo's here. What's up, my boy? Persona 5 is very good, too. I'll put Persona 5 above Niers, in my opinion, too. Persona 5 is very, 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 very good. That has a ton of bangers on there. I'll put it pretty much equal or right below to Xenoblade, but I think, to me, it's about seniority. Chrono Trigger just has seniority on all these games. So yeah. That's really what it comes down to. I don't think I'd ever rate anything above Chrono Trigger. It's just the way it is, guys. It's just the way it is. Let's see here. Jarmo, what's good? What's good? Hunter N64, what's up, man? DKC2, nah, that's Western composed. Can't put it up there. Sorry, my boy. Let's see here. Pearly21. Sorry, got that straight racism, or not racism, but coastism when it comes to it. Sorry, man. I can't put no Western soundtracks near Chrono Trigger, but I can put it below Nier Automata. I can put it like in somewhere in that range, but I ain't putting it above Chrono Trigger. None of that. Sorry, man. But no, it's really good though. You're right. It is DKC2. DKC in general is really good. But the problem with DKC is that you can tell it's Western. Like that's the one you can tell it's Western music, and a game that was originally Japanese, right? Originally, you can just tell that it's Western music. Like you just, and that's my issue with Western music in general. Like you know when you're listening to a song that's a Western track. Like it's good, but there's no soul. Like to me, like there's the soul in there, but there's not enough of that, like, I don't know, like twist. You know what I'm saying? Like it's predictable. Western soundtracks are just so predictable. Like when you saw Torna, like did you think that you'd hear that battle music with the jazz infused? You know what I'm saying? Like when you first saw Xenoblade, did you know, like when you get DKC music like Tropical Freeze and all that stuff, like it's like, oh yeah, this is good, but it's expected. It's not like unpredictable. It's not like there's no twists in there, you know? But that's just my opinion on Western music. Like whenever I listen to any Western soundtracks, it's like, okay, yeah, this sounds good, but it's expected. Like it's just, okay, yeah, that's good, but what else? You know what I'm saying? Whereas like when you listen to Chrono Trigger, you got Peaceful Days. You've got like the prehistoric soundtrack. Like you got some like the weirdest and like kooky tracks kind of put into there. You know what I'm saying? It's like different. Western music just all sounds the same. Like whatever line it's in, whether it's Doom or Wolfenstein, like all these musics just blend together to me. Like if you play God of War, you play Castlevania Lords of Shadow, like literally you could interchange the soundtracks and you would not even know which one was which between God of War and Lords of Shadow. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too samey for me. It's way too samey. But that's just, like I said, my really probably bad take on it that many people would disagree with. All right, so let's keep it going here, guys. Shout out to Mr. Mohawk 12 Gaming for the subscription. Thank you so much. Welcome to the village, homie. Appreciate that. They sound like basic. Yeah, exactly. They sound like basic instrument tracks. Like it's not bad, but it's just not like, where is like the absolute soul? Now, David Wise and the dude who does like, I think it's David Wise. I forgot exactly who. It might be him. But the dude who's Donkey Kong, I know he puts his soul into it, but it sounds just too similar. You know what I'm saying? It's great, like Sticker Brush Symphony and all that stuff is actually really good, but it's just, I don't know, man. There's just something about Western music that I'm just like, oh yeah, I've heard that. I've heard it before, you know. But like I said, it's just my horrible take on it, guys. Don't put too much stock into what I'm saying when it comes to the music. But nah, I don't. Koji Kondo, that's the Mario dude, right? Koji Kondo. I mean, I'm gonna put Yasunori Mitsuda, who's Chrono Trigger, who's Xenoblade, who's Torna. I'm gonna put him above both of those guys, but that's just my opinion. Let's see here. But yeah, I think David Wise, in terms of Western composers, David Wise is GOAT. David Wise is top. I mean, like David Wise is definitely the best. Donkey Kong, dude, I think he's definitely god tier when it comes to Western composers. But man, I don't know. There's just something with the music, man, with West Coast music. It's just, or West Coast, or or Western music. It's just something just doesn't click with me. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Either way. All right, moving on from music. We are going to continue with these shout outs here. Jetty, what's good, Jetty? How's it going? Double D Hypersonic, what's up, man? How's it going? Excuse me. Hold on to random questions, guys. We'll get those random questions answered in just a bit. Yeah, like Oblivion and Skyrim, that music is the only memorable track from Skyrim was a do da ha dum ba, like dum dum the W con. That's the only thing. That's the only thing anybody remembers. That's the only thing. Outside of that, the soundtrack is late. It's freaking lame sauce, dude. That's the only thing that people remembers is that W con dum 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 dum. Outside of that, the music is forgettable. Completely forgettable. I don't even remember Oblivion's music. Completely forgettable. Anyway, all right. So let's just move on here. Let's see here. Shadow King, Aiden Quinn, Nintendo. Yo, what's up, Sean Sweeney? Showing up to the streams lately. Let's go. Caro, what's up, Caro? Peter, what's good, Peter? Capris, what's good, man? I've listened to the Elder Scrolls OST. I actually have listened to Skyrim, and I've listened to Oblivion's OST. I've listened to all of them, by the way, my boy. I've listened to it. Not memorable, that's my opinion. But like I said, you don't gotta say, well, you don't like it, so that means you haven't listened to it. Just to let you know, Skyrim is one of my favorite games on the Switch. It's a great game, and I've listened to the OST, but it's not very good. It's lame. It's just kind of lame and sounds a lot of samey. There's not a lot of memorable tracks in there. I'm sorry. No, I'm just because I don't like it doesn't mean I haven't listened to it. Come on now, like stop. I hate when people do that. Well, if you don't like it, that means you haven't listened to it. No, I have listened to it. You don't know me, homie. You don't even got a profile picture. Stop it. Let's move on here. All right, so we're gonna get into the we're gonna get into some of the content here, guys. We have a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate news story out from Japan. So at this point, Super Smash Bros. Has broken the 3 million sales point, guys. 3 million sales point in Japan. Really good. Obviously, this is the best-selling Nintendo Switch game in Japan. This news just broke because Media Create is done reporting. For those who are, who are wondering what happened to the Media Create. Well, they started charging people, so therefore we don't get Media Create sales anymore. What we get now is the top 10 from Famitsu. Famitsu used to give us, I think it was the top 30 sales numbers. Now they cut that down to the top 10, and they still give us the sales numbers for physical games in Japan, and they also give us the daily or the weekly sales numbers for the Switch, so console sales. So what we're also seeing here is that the Nintendo Switch is very close to passing up Japan in terms, passing up the PS4 in Japan. It's like less than like 100,000 away from it. So it looks like that's going to pass it up pretty soon here, probably within the next, I would say, month or so. So yeah, T-Virus in Japan. Yeah, there's actually been a number of games that have sold more than Breath of the Wild in Japan. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has sold more than Breath of the Wild. I think Splatoon 2 has sold more than Breath of the Wild in Japan. We're not talking about worldwide, even though those two games, not worldwide, but Splatoon 2. But in Japan, Splatoon 2 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe have both sold more than Breath of the Wild. Super Smash Bros. Outsold Breath of the Wild in like a week or two. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of Japanese sales, it was very quick. Zelda is not as popular in Japan as it is in the Western territories. Whereas like Splatoon and Smash Brothers kind of had, I mean, it's always been popular in Japan, but this is the most popular Smash Brothers has ever been in Japan. Easily, like hands down, free. This is the most popular Japan, like Smash Brothers has ever been with Smash Ultimate. And I think the reason why it's the most popular is because it's on a hybrid device. Like we saw with Super Smash Brothers for Wii U and Super Smash Brothers for 3DS, obviously the Japanese audience gravitated towards Super Smash Brothers for 3DS. That game actually bopped. That game absolutely bopped the Wii U version in Japan. So the fact now that we get the HD visuals of the Wii U version, plus we also get the portability of the 3DS version, all into one with every single character ever released in the series, plus a bunch of new characters. Obviously, that was going to explode the popularity of Super Smash Bros. In Japan, and it's become the #1 selling Switch title in Japan, like easy. So yeah, over 3 million units sold. That's not including digital sales, guys. So if you include digital in there, then it's probably closer to like 3.5 to 4 million units sold in Japan. So good stuff all around. Any thoughts on that, guys? I know I talked about it in my Switch news video, but I didn't talk about it too much because I talked about some of the other stuff. So if you want more details and actual graphs and everything, we do have that, or not graphs, but charts. We do have that in the latest Switch news video, so you guys can check that out, and I'll link it at some point towards the end or anything like that. Let's see here. Well, it is a heavy Japanese-based channel, isn't it? What are you guys talking about here? Let me read off some comments if you guys have comments on this. Let's see here. Direct hype boys are losing on Twitter. We'll talk about the direct in just a bit, guys. Give me just a second. We'll get to that. Anything on Smash, and then we'll move on to the whole direct stuff. And we got to definitely talk about this. Yeah, nobody really had a Wii U. You're right about that. Let's see here. We had the game nights at my school, and a lot of us had Smash on 3DS, and that's probably all we did. Okay, there you go. Can Smash Bros. Be the best-selling exclusive game? The best-selling exclusive game? Yeah, it's definitely already up there in terms of best-selling exclusive. I think it's already up there. I think the best-selling exclusive game of this generation, if we're not counting PC, I don't think there's really anything on PC either, but if we're not counting something like that, I would say I think it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, if I'm not correct. The best-selling exclusive game right now is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, with, I think it has around, what is it, 14 million or something like that, 14, 15 million. So I think that's the best-selling exclusive in this gen, 8th gen or 9th gen, whatever the hell you want to talk about. So yeah, like I said, guys, we'll talk about the direct in just a bit. We're talking about Smash Bros. Right now. Just give me just a second. Let's finish up with this topic. Let's see here. Are Japanese developers wishing up now that the Switch sales have almost passed PS4 in Japan? I don't think they're wishing. They're just going with the flow. They want all systems to be successful. They want PS4 to be successful. I mean, if you ever talk to any Japanese, developers or Japanese, I mean, they want anything Japanese to do well. So they want not Microsoft. They want Sony and they want Nintendo to sell tons and tons and tons of systems. So it's not like one or the other. They really they want to see all Japanese companies do well, basically. Let's see here. This is pretty good info, but I'm waiting for overall sales to see if it beats Mario Kart 8. I'll get that donation in just a bit. In terms of overall sales, it's close to Mario Kart 8, but the way that it's selling, it's going to pass up Mario Kart 8 pretty soon here. I don't know if it's going to pass it up by the time that we get the sales numbers from the March, but it should pass it up by the end of this year because there's DLC coming out. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is done. There's nothing for it. It's just selling steady. But I think there's going to be a new Mario Kart, so I think sales will definitely slow down once that happens. But Super Smash Bros. Is selling at a very fast rate, and it continues to outsell Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in Japan and in pretty much the worldwide. It's selling. Super Smash Bros. Is selling better, and once Persona comes out, once Joker comes out, once all this stuff comes out with the Fighters Pass, it's obviously going to pass up Mario Kart 8. It's because it's already. I think they sold 12 million by the end of December, right, or something like that, or by the end of January they sold like 12 million. Or whatever it was that they sold. So it's already really close, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be, it's going to pass it up sometime. Probably once Joker comes out, it'll pass it up because everyone's going to rush and go buy the game. And they had a new commercial for it too, the Switch Play My Way or whatever. They had a brand new commercial with highlighting Smash Brothers. That's going to push things too. So Big Milo with the $5 donation. Thank you so much, Big Milo. Appreciate that. He says, yo, quick question. That Jason guy from, I think he meant Kotaku, is saying that Persona 5 isn't coming to Switch. Your opinion? Yeah, I don't know why he's saying that, but I think he's really basing that on old information. I know he said that recently. Maybe he hasn't heard about it, but my opinion is I think he's wrong on that. So that's my opinion. He hasn't heard it, which is fine. That's no problem there. But my opinion and lots of other people's opinion that it's coming. So, yeah, so that's his opinion. But my opinion is that he's wrong. And like I said, he's been wrong before on certain things. So yeah, he doesn't have any sources or anything that says that. So either way, let's see here. Did you talk about the Chutlu game? Or I'm not talking about that. I don't even know how to pronounce that game or whatever the hell it's called. I already talked about that. It's in the video. If you guys want to talk about it. I don't know what the hell that game is about, so I don't care. So, and that's not in the title, Jumpmon. But either way, moving on. Let's see here. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was the top, but was obviously Wii U. Next is Odyssey. Wait, what are you talking about? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was the top, but obviously on Wii U. Next is Odyssey. No, you're wrong about that. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, in terms of like exclusivity on the Wii U, that sold like 8 million copies on the Wii U. But if you're talking about, I mean, even if you don't want to count Mario Kart 8 as an exclusive, I mean, if you combine the Wii U sales with the Switch sales, then yeah, it's definitely the top selling game in terms of it. But it's on 2 systems. Mario Kart 8 is on 2 systems, so you might not be able to count that. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is only on 1 system. So if we're simply just counting per 1 system, 1 game exclusive, and if you want to count Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as a different game, which it's not, it's a port with some extra content. It's not even extra content. It's the same content that's already in the game. It's just added in there. So I mean, whatever, you know. I think they've added some other stuff that wasn't in Mario Kart, but like new costumes, or was there something? I'm not sure if there's any exclusive content that's on the Switch version only. There might be, but I don't remember if there is anything. Yo, shout out to Midnight Range or Midnight Rogue. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Or is it Midnight? Yeah, Midnight. You just spelled it weird. All right. So how will they announce the 3.0 update since the direct is probably not happening soon? Well, what's your definition of soon, Juxtafer? But yeah, how will they announce it? They might announce it in a direct. There could be a direct at the end of the month. There could be basically a dedicated video that just talks about Super Smash Bros. Update 3.0. There could just be like, hey guys, Update 3.0 is out. Go check it out. Here's what's new. It could be a Twitter drop, dude, or it just could be like an update on the website or something like that. It really could. I don't know. Nintendo is crazy. Nintendo's crazy. Shout out to Big Milo though. I appreciate that. Appreciate the $5 donation, man. You guys give some love to Big Milo in the chat for the donation. Appreciate that. Give him some Sharingans. Anybody who's got those emotes, give him a Sharingan or two. Let's see here. Let's keep it going. Corey B says Smash could take a year to pass Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe hasn't been beat as the bestseller non-new title since the release until Smash. It's bonkers still. I don't think so. I don't think you're looking at the sales, Corey B, because if you're looking at the sales trends and kind of what's selling, I don't think that's not the case. The problem is that you're not looking at the sales trends and you're not looking at what's going on. The sales rate is which Smash Brothers is selling at. It's selling at a far faster rate than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So you saying that it's going to take a year to beat it is ridiculous. I don't think that's just not the case. Like what you're saying is not true. It's literally outselling it like 10-1. You know, when it comes to sales worldwide. If you look at any of the sales charts, the leaked data that we do have, some of the data that's out there, you look at the Japanese sales charts in terms of what it's selling compared to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you just look at everything and it's outselling it vastly, like superiorly outselling it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for it to take a year to beat it, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be the case, bro. Especially with the Fighters Pass and stuff coming out. But like I said, I don't think you're really looking at the sales trends or anything. I think you're just talking, to be honest. Let's see here. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe moves about 1.5 million per quarter. Okay, but how much does Smash Bros? Okay, then apply that same logic to Super Smash Brothers then. All right. Apply that same logic that you're saying right now to Super Smash Brothers, and how much is Smash Brothers selling per quarter then? So far that we know, how much is Smash Brothers selling per quarter? Apply that same logic that you just did to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, then apply that to Super Smash Brothers. All right. End of story now, since you want to bring that up. All right, so let's see. Your party message battle mode was an exclusive content. You're right about that. The battle mode was exclusive content. That's true. Wano Penguin says, what I meant are Japanese developers getting on board with the Switch now that the sales have almost passed PS4 in Japan. Well, they've been kind of getting on board since last year or so. So I think that, they saw the sales explosion and they kind of were getting on board since last year or the year before. Let's see. We will have a good answer. We will. We will have a very good answer, Corey. And don't worry, I'll be right. Don't worry, I'll be right. Let's see here. Not exclusive content, but the integrated labo to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Okay. Inklings of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Okay, Inklings, battle mode, those are the couple different things here. Well, like I said, Corey, apply your same logic of it's selling 1.5 million a quarter. Apply that same logic to Super Smash Brothers. All right, then Super Smash Brothers should sell 30 million by the end of the next quarter. That would be more than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It should sell like 24 million or whatever, because it sold like 12 million in like a month or whatever it was, you know? Future X Gaming. Let's see, your Savage Essence. Well, I mean, when people bring up certain logic and they say, oh, well, it's selling like 1.5 million a quarter, and you're like, okay, but Smash Brothers is sold like 12 million in a month. And it's been outselling it every single week worldwide by a lot every single week since it launched. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has not outsold Smash Brothers in any region at any point since Smash Brothers launched. What am I supposed to say here? What am I supposed to do? Let's see here. What am I supposed to say? It literally sold 12 million in 3 weeks, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe hasn't gotten even near Smash Brothers in sales worldwide since December 7th. Yet Corey's sitting here saying, "Oh well, it sold 1.5 every single." Like, he's not paying attention. I'm just trying to give you guys the correct information. That's all I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give you guys correct information. Logan Wayne Parker, what's good, man? What's up, Logan Wayne Parker? How you doing today, my boy? Let's see here. Ricardo Graphics is, bro, I love your savage answers, dude. One star. It's not really savage. My man Corey, he's a good dude. He's a good dude, but he's not necessarily applying some. He's not applying. I don't know what he's. I don't know what he's doing. I actually don't know what he's doing. You're waiting for the propane blaster, bro. I'm telling you, dude. Propane blaster. Okay, I need somebody to make me I need a graphic artist, like somebody to make me a propane blaster. Like what should be the amount for a propane blaster, guys? Like what's let's make it an amount to where it's not too high to where, like, you know, people can't do it. But what should be the amount for a propane blaster? But it can't be too low, because otherwise people are just gonna be spamming propane blasters in the chat. Like, let's $308, 25. That's the Odama. That's the Odama. That I can change it, but that's like the big Rasengan. That's 25. 100 USD for propane. Okay. But no, that's the okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yo, what's up, Upper Nimbus? 10 plus. Okay, somewhere in there. It should be like a unique amount. Okay. 310. Fairy Tiger said 10 plus. Then he said 310. What the heck, Fairy Tiger? Which one? Maybe 50? Yeah, 50. Yeah, 50. I don't think I have anything for 50. No, that's a Renengan. That's a Renengan. Okay, so I have to switch things around. I'll switch things around, guys. I'll switch things around. Oh my gosh. Propane blaster 26. Propane blaster. Propane blaster. We gotta have a graphic for that though. I gotta get somebody to do it. Maybe we can just start. I can put like something stupid at the beginning. Like just like a King of the Hill, like a thing with it, and then like I can probably get somebody to actually animate, like, you know, Hank Hill, like doing like a fireball in his hand. You know what would be dope if I can get somebody who can actually do the voice, and get somebody to do the voice and get an animation for that. I think that'd be dope. But then I'd have to factor that into the like what it is. Anyway, either way, we'll get it done somehow. We'll start out cheap, and then we'll get it done. We'll get somebody to animate that better. All right. We need someone to voice act as. I can find somebody to voice act as Hank Hill. I can definitely find somebody to voice act. Like that's easy. Like, can anybody do like a Hank Hill impression? And then I can just ask somebody on Twitter, and somebody will be able to get that. Because like it's not hard to do Hank Hill. You know, it's not a hard impression to do. Ask Baron. Baron be like, flat grass. Flat grass. What the hell? Better damn no well, sir. The Baron, the Black Baron is here. The Emperor. Oh my gosh. Dang it, Bobby. I sell propane and propane accessories. Smash needs to sell about 3 million more to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to overtake it. Just looked up the Q3 financials. All right, Corey B. All right, man. I'm just going to go ahead and say, all right, man. Good. All right, man. Good. There you go. Good. Just going to say good. There you go. We're just going to go good. Good. Let's see here. All right, so let's move on to the next topic here, guys, shall we? I'm not arguing about this whole Mario Kart thing. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see. You said it'll take a year. We'll see. We'll see once the sales numbers come out. Don't worry. I won't hold it over your head, Corey, when you're wrong very soon. I didn't say that it already outsold it. I'm just saying that it won't take a year to outsell it. It's actually way closer than you think it is. But hey, like I said, we'll see. We'll see very soon. All right, so moving on to the no direct announcement. So let's go on here. Somebody time out Victor Mashish or whatever his name is for trolling, and I know he's just joking around, but somebody time him out for joking in a stupid way. All right, so no direct announcement. You want to troll me? I'll troll you back. No direct announcement. That gaming intel. Oh my gosh, this website. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about this, guys. Let's talk about this. Gaming Intel talked about there was going to be a direct announcement for April 11th. Now, what they said that they have very close inside sources that they trust, that they know is going to get an announcement. They figured that an announcement would come today. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow was supposed to be this direct that they said. Once again, I stated multiple times, guys, that don't believe or not believe or anything one way or another. This is a rumor. You should not put stock into it. You should not say that it's going to happen. You should not think one way. I don't need emotions on one side or another. To me, it's something that is a rumor. It can happen. It could not happen. We don't know. So that's the first thing that I said, and I made sure that I let that out. But at the same time, I've got to be more careful, and shout out to Direct Feed Games for also saying this. I've got to be more careful with what we talk about on here, because Gaming Intel, they talk about their sources that have been correct on things like that, and I actually look back, it's not like a ton of stuff that they got correct all the time. It's not like I'm seeing a bunch of stuff that they're always getting correct. They'll sit here and tell you that they've gotten stuff correct all the time, but I don't know if they've gotten stuff correct all the time. So going forward, I'm not sure I'm never going to report on Gaming Intel again, or I'm not going to give them the credit. I'm just going to say, hey, look, guys, there's some people out there saying this or that. I'm not going to mention their name anymore, but Gaming Intel, as of this point, now if tomorrow there is one thing that they're probably hoping and praying and pleading for is that they're really hoping that there is a Nintendo Direct Mini, a shadow drop of a Nintendo Direct Mini, because that's the only time that Nintendo does anything without announcing beforehand, is if it's a Nintendo Direct Mini. They'll just drop it on a day. They'll just be like, all right, here's a Nintendo Direct Mini, go watch it. That's the only time that they actually do that without giving us at least a day or two heads up. That's the only thing. You know, that's the only thing. And also, you guys keep on timing out. T-Series fan for life, keep on timing him out. Anytime he says something, you can keep on timing him out. You guys control me, I control you guys back as well. So anytime T-Series fan for life says something in the chat, time him out every single time for the next 20 to 30 minutes. Mods, keep a clock counter on here for the next 20 to 30 minutes. Anytime T-Series fan for life says something, time him out. You guys control, I can have a little fun and troll you guys back. So time him out for 30 minutes, time him out for everything that he says. Anything that he says, whether it's positive or not, you time him out. You want clout, you're gonna get it. Every time you say something, get timed out. So constantly time him out for the next 30 minutes. So like I said, just since you want to troll the stream, I can troll you and have a little bit of fun too. So anytime, just keep timing him out for the next 30 minutes. Have fun. Any of the mods here, every single one of you guys, time him out. Just constantly time him out for fun if you want to. You don't have to for the next 30 minutes. All right, now moving on to what we were saying. Just keep on timing him out. You want to troll? I can troll too. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's go. The only problem is that when you troll the person who's in control and who has all the people behind him, the ninjas behind him, you'll lose. You won't talk. So bring your sock accounts, bring what you got to do, and we'll time out every single one of them. Don't worry. We got you, fam. We got you, man. Thank you for the free view, though. I appreciate that, homie. Now moving on, let's continue on here. This place with Gaming Intel, we've got to make sure that I'm not really going to report on what they're saying. And like I said, they're probably hoping for a Nintendo Direct announcement, like mini announcement. But I mean, it's just like this place, man. And like I even saw on Twitter, like there was, I guess, like another content creator or something that kind of told them like they don't believe them, and like they slipped into their DMs and was like saying stuff like, oh well, I can't believe, I mean, we have reliable sources. Like, you don't gotta slip into people's DMs trying to convince them of something. You know, this is ridiculous, man. Basically what I'm trying to sit here and say, guys, is that unless there's like some type of lucky miracle, or maybe there's something, maybe we get something tomorrow, maybe Nintendo announces that Joker's coming in like a video or something like that. They better hope that there is something big news, because that's the only way that they're going to be salvaged after this. That's the only way that they're going to be salvaged, is if there's some type of big news that drops tomorrow. Maybe it's not a direct, but maybe something drops tomorrow. That's the only way that they're going to have any shred of credibility left with Gaming Intel. So we'll have to wait and see. Let's see. A lot of people are saying that Persona. Okay, we're not talking about that right now. We're not T-Virus Plague. We're not talking about like that. There is no rumor that Persona 5S is a fighting game. There is no rumor about that. So that's just people making up stuff, because that's what they are. Because they just are making up stuff. So there you go. Gaming Intel sounds like Charlie Intel. I don't see any more directs until E3. I don't know about that. Nintendo usually always has a direct before E3. They'll always have like a direct, like at least 2 directs before E3. That's something that we do know that Nintendo's done. So I think that they'll have a direct because Joker's coming out, because, there's just like a lot of stuff. I mean, Super Smash Bros. Update 3.0. There's a lot of games coming out beforehand. I mean, Super Mario Maker, right? Super Mario Maker, I think that would come out before E3, or is it going to come out? I mean, they'd have to get a date. Are they going to give us a date at E3? I mean, so they have to detail Super Mario Maker and when that's coming out. So yeah, I mean, basically that's what's going on here. All right, guys. All right. So all that's popping up here in the chat is this T-Series fan for life. So, okay, let's calm down with it. I think he's been timed out enough. I think I made my point. So that's popping up too much here. And now he's getting serious clout off of this. So let's calm it down for right now. And then if he says something again, then don't worry. I'll time him out myself, or I'll just ban him. But anyway, moving on here. Let's see here. That is funny. This man VC literally like stomped a mud hole in like Stone Cold, man. All right, so Ryuna Astuna, I think I said that wrong. Says I think a mini direct is likely. There's a lot of info in limbo right now. Yeah, exactly. Like it'd be weird for that to get a release date for Super Mario Maker until E3. It might be out before E3. So I mean, we just don't know. So that's just one of the things. I mean, what about Marvel Ultimate Alliance? No release date for that. I mean, that's summer, so I'm guessing that's going to be June. Is it going to be the same month as July? I don't think so. July, there's some big games coming out in July, like Fire Emblem Three Houses. I mean, is it going to be August for Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Could be. Really, it's close to Astral Chain though. So interesting to see what actually happens. Let's see here. One of the Penguins says, I don't know why anyone believed Gaming Intel. I didn't. They were just one source. No one backed them up, and the date made no sense. That's true. You're right about that. I mean, the only sense that it made is that it's a Thursday. Nintendo has directs on Thursday sometimes. Will I be doing a live reaction for we don't have any actual mini direct. We don't. There is no real mini direct. Oh, hold up. You didn't have to delete his comment. VC. What? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is it Ryuna? Ryuna? I'm just gonna call you Ryuna. So I don't know. I mean, if I pronounced it wrong, you don't have to delete what you have to say there. Calm down. Anyway, let's see here. But there is no confirmed mini. I don't know why I said, are you going to do a reaction for the mini direct? There is no mini direct confirmed. Why are you asking me if there's going to be a reaction? There's no mini direct confirmed. I'm saying that if there is one, like they better hope. I said they better hope that there is one to salvage anything, but there's no confirmed mini direct or anything. Like nobody said that. I didn't say that there is a confirmed mini direct or anything like that. Let's see here. I'm just saying if there was ever going to be one soon. I mean, yeah, I always do reactions for that, but it just depends, to be honest. Like, it depends on what time on Thursdays, because I actually have a couple things that I got to do that I can't get out of on Thursdays that I got to be at. So I'll do a reaction if I'm if I'm able to do it like a live reaction to it. I'll probably do this, guys, because there's 2 dates on the upcoming Thursdays that I'm just not going to be able to, like, if it's Thursday at a certain time period, I won't be able to live stream the direct, but I can do like a stream before, like a hype direct beforehand. Like once we get a confirmation, I can do that where we live stream and we talk about predictions and all of that. And then I can record me live reacting to it. And then I'll release that on the channel if I can't live stream, depending on the time, because there's just certain times that I can't. If it's a Thursday at certain times, I won't be able to do like a live reaction to it. So I'll have to do a recorded reaction to it, but I'll also have a live stream beforehand, hyping it up when I can. So it just depends. But I always live stream the directs if I can. If I can, I'll always do it. Let's see here. GTA 6 and PS. Okay, hold up. You're just making up stuff. So let's see here. Shadow King says, I never thought a direct was happening with Joker on the horizon and more Persona info on the 25th. It's too perfect to bundle that info together. Okay, but you think the direct is happening later, or do you feel that it's just, not happening at all? Like, what's your thought process on that, Shadow King? Yo, what's up, Frank Rodriguez? How you doing today, my boy? Good to see you here. Elite Ninja Frank Rodriguez in the house. What's up, man? Let's see here. Smash Time. Yo, what's up, Smash Time? He says, do you think they're just going to hot drop Joker and not do a direct? I mean, I think it's possible. I'm not saying that it's going to happen 100%. I'm just saying that it's very possible that they just have like a short video. Like even like a little mini presentation, like with Sakurai saying, hello, Smash Brothers players. Smash Brothers has sold 12 million copies, or Smash Brothers has done extremely well. And we're very excited and happy to announce Joker. Let's talk about his moveset real quick. It can be like a little like mini, like for example, like remember how they had like 2 Smash Brothers directs, right? Or remember how they had like a Pokemon direct and all they did was just reveal the game. So I think that it's very possible there's just like a short video that they just drop, like Smash 3.0 update with Sakurai saying like, here's Joker, here's his like little move set, and that's that. They could do that. Ricardo Graphics says, what announcements do you think we'll get if a mini direct happens? I mean, it would just be, I'm going to go with safe stuff, guys. If there is a mini direct, there is no confirmed mini direct or anything. But if we did get one, I would think like a Daemon X Machina release date. I would think like a Super Mario Maker release date, Marvel Ultimate Alliance release date, maybe stuff like that. For like a mini direct, maybe a couple more announcements for some third-party ports that are coming out later in the year. Stuff that's maybe like PS4 and Xbox One games that came out like 2016, 2017, 2018, ports like that. Like, so I would think it would be stuff like that, I don't know how to say your name. I think it's Ovi Phoenix. Says, what do you think about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? Well, that's a random question. We're talking about direct type of stuff, so hold on to random questions towards the end, my boy, and we'll get those answered. Kimpachi says, you've just done an Arrow special 60% of the time. It works. Okay, an Arrow special. I don't know what you're talking about, Kimpachi. Let's see here. Nintendo drop it on Twitter, so hype boys will get salty. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? Another thing, guys, is that Reggie's last week, man. This is Reggie's last week, so it's like, what are they going to do? Like, Reggie's last week? Like, there's got to be something, There's got to be something. But yeah, Reuna, like, it could, like I said, just could be like a short, small little Smash Direct, It could be that, Yeah, there's supposed to be more added. We know that there's going to be a stage builder. Reuna, I don't know if you're subscribed to my channel or you watch my regular edited videos, but we talked about stage builder quite a bit. I had a video this morning about it. We talked about it yesterday at a live stream as well. It's been all over. If you follow me on Twitter, I talked about it on there as well. But yeah, stage builder is going to be added into Update 3.0, just because Nintendo actually showed that themselves, which I talked about before. Nintendo showed off stage builder. They kind of like teased stage builder for Super Smash Brothers that, hey, it's going to be in there. So yeah, Frank Rodriguez says, do you think that they are dropping Joker and 3.0 on the same day as the Atlas announcement for Persona 5? I mean, that could be it, that they drop it on the same time, Frank. That is definitely a good maybe, like a good maybe on that one. But man, I don't know, dude. Like, it seems like April is taking forever now with all these stupid things that are coming up, and people are talking about Atlas being weirdos, announcements of announcements, and announcements of announcements, and all sorts of different type of stuff that's coming up. It seems like like this week is taking forever to just get by. Let's just get the hell over with April. Can we please just get through April so we can get our freaking Super Smash Bros. 3.0 update, man? I mean, because Nintendo teased it back in February, So I mean, the fact that they teased it back in February, now it's taking like, oh my gosh, when is it? Like, it's coming. Like, when is it coming? I've made multiple videos on it, so at this point, I'm just ready for it to drop. I don't care when it does. I'm just ready for it to drop. So yeah, man. Midnight Rogue says, hey OJ, if there is a mini direct, do you think the Link to the Past Best Buy leak will get clarified? I love a full remake of that game. I don't think it'll get clarified if there is a mini direct. Not at a mini direct. I think they'd probably do that like at E3 or another bigger direct towards the end of the year, but I don't think it would be at a mini direct. But I could be wrong. Obviously, I could easily be wrong. You said you always do reactions to directs, and then you said if I can. Okay, Arrow special. Well, I just said if I can do a live reaction, then I can do a live reaction. But I always do reactions to directs. So whether it's a recorded reaction to like a mini, like the mini was recorded, right? Whether it's a recorded reaction or whether it's a live reaction, I always do some type of reaction or some type of stream for a direct pretty much every single time. That's what I meant there. So yeah, he said, Frank Rodriguez says, LOL, yeah, April's being slow. Also, since it's Reggie's last week, then they have to do something. Yeah, they have to do something, man. Ska Revolt with the subscription. Thank you so much, Ska Revolt. Thank you so much for subscribing to the Village. Do appreciate that. Make sure you guys give some shout outs for Sky for joining the Ninja Village. Appreciate that. People want to direct the next day after the direct happens, so of course they believe any rumor talking about one coming. So yeah, I mean, the internet is big, right? Everybody talks on the internet, so you hear all sorts of stuff. You guys hear all sorts of stuff when it comes to the internet and like what people are talking about, what like what they want, what they don't want. But there was a large number of people that were also saying like, I don't believe this, I don't think this is happening. So I mean, it kind of goes both ways, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, sometimes a lot of people who are saying direct, they're the ones that are gonna get the most like people saying like, why are you believing them? It always goes back and forth. But the funny thing is that like when the rumors came out that the direct was on February 13th, people were like, oh, I don't believe that, and then it was true. So it's like, it's unpredictable, right? So you never know what to believe, what not to believe. But you just gotta kind of have to curate it based on source. When King Zell says something, it's probably a little bit more believable, right? When Eurogamer says something, it's more believable than Gaming Intel. So now it's got to be curated content when it comes to these leaks and when it comes to certain things. If Direct Feed is saying something, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? Or if John from Spawnwave is saying something, I'm listening to what he's had to say. If Liam Robertson is saying something, I'm listening. If Emily Rogers is saying something, I'm listening. To the people that aren't sit there blabbering all the time, but they have stuff and you know they've got actual good sources, then I'm like, okay, that I'm listening to what they've got to say. Doesn't mean that they're 100% right every single time, but they're right more than they're right more than they are wrong or off base on certain things. So yeah, man. I mean, that's really what it's going to come down to. Really what it's going to come down to. Shout outs to the people watching. Yo, we got a good viewer base here. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter for those who just joined in or new subscribers. I know we got some people that are just watching for the first time. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. We're trying to get to, excuse me, we're trying to get to 8,000 Twitter followers fast because it took like all last year to get to 7,000, and that's stupid. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter so you get the latest updates, and also you get updates on when we're going to be live streaming because YouTube's kind of lame with the notifications. Also, make sure you guys all hit that bell notification. Support the Ninja Village with making sure you guys watch the videos as soon as they drop when you guys can. Lunch breaks, whatever the case is, when you guys are at work, because a lot of times you guys are at work when my videos drop. Real quick, guys, before we move on to the next topic and I get more of you guys' thoughts on this because you guys can keep going, I just got something in the mail. I got Final Fantasy Maxima in the mail. So I'll be holding a poll and I'll be having a video, and maybe if we get enough retweets or we get enough whatever, I will stream this for you guys. I wanted to leave it in the box, but a lot of you guys were asking me if I'm going to do some impressions of it. And yeah, this is definitely a rare thing. This is the whole game on the cartridge, on the actual cartridge, physical edition of Final Fantasy Maxima. So yeah, I'm actually really proud of this. I love, first of all, I love this box art. But yeah, I got the game. Came in from, this is an Asian import, and it supports English. It supports English for voice and text, supports French, supports all of it. $50 on Amazon. Not bad at all. Not too much of a, I mean, crazy Switch tax on this game. But hey, it is actually not too bad of a Switch tax. I think it was $40 when it dropped. Yeah, it's not too bad. A $10 Switch tax for the physical version of the game. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, so just subscribe, then click the bell. Okay, thank you, Knack. I appreciate that. Thank you. So you're an official ninja here. Seems like you're a good dude. I can tell that you're not here to troll. So Knack, the next thing that you need to do to get your official headband, my boy, you're in the village, is get a profile picture. So pick a game that you like. Pick something that the people here in the village can kind of recognize you by. So then that kind of just gets you into the community more, is when you have that profile picture. So that's the next step, you know, once you hit that notification bell and all that. And just so I can remember you, you know, just so I can remember you. Oh, yo, shout outs to Arctic Witch. Thank you so much, Arctic Witch, with the Twitch Prime. Appreciate that, Arctic Witch, a content creator herself as well. So thank you so much, Arctic Witch. I do appreciate the Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead and get through some more of these comments here. Have I seen the trailer, the recent trailer with the Smash Leaks new feature? Obi Phoenix, you're not watching my videos, or you're not paying attention at least to what I've already done. I've already talked about that multiple times. We talked about yesterday in a live stream that's up on the channel. We also talked about that today in a video where I literally talked about that same commercial. So yeah, I've already seen that. Yeah, Obi Phoenix, you've been here since the beginning. We've already talked about where I think that there could be another one this month. Yeah, I've already stated that multiple times. I'm not sure if you're listening to the same stream here. Focus on Me says probably has nothing to do with it, but the second floor of Nintendo New York store is closing early today. Yeah, I heard about that, but I'm very wary to report on stuff like that. Thank you so much, T-Virus Plague. I appreciate that. Thank you, T-Virus Plague. Let's see here. Corey B says Nintendo's financials have forward-looking information, which often covers the same areas into directs. Financials come out on the 25th. So financials come out on the 25th of this month. We'll hear about last month. Is that what you're saying? So yeah. Lou Silver says they've been a lot more quiet since the whole mess with Super Metal Dave, unfortunately. What whole mess with okay, what mess are you talking about with Super Metal Dave? Which one are you talking about with Super Metal Dave? No shots to Super Metal Dave, by the way. To be honest, I actually want to get him back on the channel at one point, you know, because people think that I hate him for some reason, and I actually don't. I like Super Metal Dave. But what mess are you talking about? Ricardo Graphics says reminds me of the Grinch leak. Oh my gosh, the Grinch leak. That leak was stupid from the beginning. You know, that leak was dumb. Let's see here. Shadow King says, to answer your question, if there is a direct, I believe it'll be either on the 25th or after if there's no April direct. Okay. No problem, Arctic Witch. You don't have to apologize for supporting the channel. You've been here from the beginning, though. You've been here for a long time, so thank you. Not the beginning, but you've been here for a while. I appreciate your support. Let's see here. Shadow King, I don't miss your comments. I just have to scroll back up. Let's see here. Nathan H. Yo, what's up, Nathan? Says toolkit. Okay. Vesper says, I don't know what is your profile pic link? It's hard to see. It's pretty small. Either way. Let's see here. Financials January 1st to March. Yeah, I already know about that, Corey B. I'm very well aware of the financial quarter. That's January 1st, March 31st. I already know. David Gaming says, I'm waiting on the mailman to deliver your red PE merch shirt. Pictures later on Twitter. Fast shipping, by the way. Okay, shout outs, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Lou Silver says, no shade, just the entire leak regarding the Breath of the Wild. He got that person fired. People are a lot more careful now than before. Okay, yeah, I've heard about that, but I've heard about this whole thing where getting somebody fired or something like that. And yeah, I mean, not a good look. Obviously, yeah, not a good look. But I mean, yeah, man, this is the path that you take. This is the path that you take, man. Sometimes it's the path that you take that leads to ruins. I need to research that a little bit more, but I have heard people say something like that. No shots though, no shots. Let's see here. T Dude says, I think you should bring Super Metal Dave in. I truly respect his thoughts and assumptions. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. I'll make my pick. Mike Jones. All right, Mike Jones from Star Tropics. All right, there you go. Midnight Rogue. Yo, shout outs to Midnight Rogue with the $5 donation. Thank you so much, Midnight Rogue. Appreciate that. You guys give some shutting on some emotes for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. He says, just throwing some support. 70% boys. First time drop for you. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Midnight Rogue. I really do. I really do appreciate that. Sheik and Zelda will look upon you very soon. Here we go. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Hell no to SMD Ataki. Let's see here. Douchebag profile pic, yo. Dragonite 23. I know you're not a douchebag though. Dragonite 23X Production says, do you think the Nintendo Direct, whenever that will be, could have more Wii U ports? Absolutely. There's always a potential for more Wii U ports. There's always a potential for nice physical cartridges too. This just I can't smell very good because my nose is still plugged up. Because I thought I'd be 100% by today, but I'm not 100%. I'm like 87%. But the smell of the physical cartridge. Should we do a live unboxing? Oh man, if I can get this, I don't have any fingernails actually. I clipped my fingernails recently. It's hard to get these cartridges. It's hard to get these slip packages covered. But man, there's just, I don't know. There's just something. There's something about these, man. Even though the physical editions are nowhere near as good as they used to be. You know, got to be careful doing this. All right, there we go. There we go. Oh man, that is. This is just. You guys ever done this before? Where you just kind of like savor like the paper, or the little wrap that comes off. Okay. That sound. You guys like that sound? You guys, I love this that sound right there. That sound, oh, very satisfying. Very satisfying. I know Jazzy loves this. I know Jazzy loves this that I'm doing right now. I know Jazzy's loving this part, aren't you, Jazzy? And then just the gloss, the shine. The shine. Oh, that's just a nice little. It's empty. That now this is the sucky part where you're like, wow, wow. And like you look inside and they don't even have reversible box art or anything like that. And there's no booklet. I mean, this sucks. But then you get to the good part. Then you get to the really good part, you know? And you just see this nice high-tech piece of beauty. This high-tech piece of beauty. Games the way that you remembered them. I don't lick carts anymore. Although I said I'd bring that back. Every 10 members, I'll lick a cart. We get a new member. Okay, how about this? We get 2 new members, I'll lick this cart. But we need 2 new members. I'll lick the cart if we get 2 new members. But I ain't doing it. You know, I'm degrading my tongue. Okay, if I'm degrading my tongue licking this nasty cart, because I have really good taste buds. This stuff tastes disgusting. Okay? 2 new members and I'll lick the cart. But man, this nice little, go ahead and get a nice little world of this high tech. Look at this high tech. Look at this. Never take it, doesn't take up space on your SD card or your HUD. Look at that tech. This, to me, is the future. This is the future. This is how we're going to be able to play games like we used to. The original days. You know what I'm saying? Remember when you were a kid? For those who are old, some of you guys are young. Some of you guys are like 5 years old. Y'all don't remember this. But do you guys remember when you were a kid? Do you guys remember? Hold up. Let me grab something real quick for you boys. Let me grab something real quick. Oh, no, not that one. Not that one. Hold on, let me grab a good one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Two good ones. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember? I know you're gonna order the Asia edition for Final Fantasy X/10-2 when I can. Yeah, when it's easy. If somebody puts it up on Amazon, I will. Yeah. But do you guys remember when you were a kid? Even somebody, I dropped it and it broke my cartridge, but it still works. But do you guys remember when you'd go boom and plug that cartridge in? That's what this reminds me of. This nice Street Fighter 2, when you saw this and you said, bam, and you played for, you didn't have a care in the world. That's what putting in a Switch cartridge means to me, man. It's like, bam, you put that cartridge in, the whole game is on there. We ain't counting none of these downloaded games, partial downloads. We ain't counting none of those. We counting the games that have the full thing on there. Y'all remember? Y'all remember this? When you could, wait, I get 2 games? I get 2 games in one? This is the greatest thing ever. You guys remember when you went, man, the best feeling in the world. Oh, these were the days, man. That's what I mean, obviously they're not as big. I mean, this looks ridiculous in today's standard, right? I mean, look at these things, right? Like, look how big they are. It's like as big as the Switch itself. 2 of these is pretty much the size of a Switch. You got 2 games, it's the size of a Switch, right? But I mean, I don't know, man. There's just something about this that just gets me all nostalgic, and I love it, you know? I don't know. I know there's some people digital, I get it. You know, digital's easier and all that, but there's just something about it back when I mean, I have my original Super Nintendo. It's back there, but back when you took that cartridge and you were just like right into that Super Nintendo. That's why I like having this. I just like looking at it. I don't even like, I have it right here on my desk. I just like looking at it. I don't play it. I just like looking at it because it just reminds me of, to me, one of the greatest eras of all time in gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like the golden days, you know? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me read some of these comments here. Now lick it. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, 2 new members, I'll lick it, but I ain't licking that nasty cartridge. I ain't licking it. Let's see here. But yeah, I'm planning on getting that Final Fantasy X/10-2 Asia edition. I'm planning on getting it if I can, if it's a good price. Like, cause I got this. People were trying to sell this thing for like $80, like day one. I was like, eh, screw that, I'm gonna wait. And then somebody on Amazon got the physical edition, you know, from here in America, and we're shipping it for to Amazon Prime. That was affiliated Amazon Prime, and bam, because this has not been available on Amazon. This has not been available for physical purchase on Amazon, and it just showed up and I bought it. So if somebody does that with Final Fantasy X/10-2, I'm all over it. The cool thing about Final Fantasy 12 is that the whole game is on cartridge. That's the cool thing about that game. So I'll definitely be getting that day one. I know the best feeling in the world, but I didn't grow up with the NES and the Super Nintendo days. I was around when the Game Boy Color, PS1, and the N64 was outputting a cartridge in the system. It was an amazing feeling. I love doing it with the N64. Yeah, I mean that's similar days. That's the similar days as well. That's similar days, you know. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, my boy. Jarmo says a lot of you guys are N64 boys. Yeah, a lot of you guys. I mean, if you're in your early 20s or in your teens, obviously you didn't start out with the NES. Yeah, I know Fairy Tiger knows what I'm talking about. Let's go, baby. Ricardo Graphics says, what surprises are you hoping for the Nintendo drops this year now that you pre-ordered 3 Houses? Surprises? I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know what surprises are coming though. About to have a nostalgia seizure. Yeah, man. It's there, dude. I bought Trails of Cold Steel for PS4. It came with an actual proper manual. That's good when they come with the proper manual. But the problem with PS4 and Xbox One games is that they're not real physical games. PS4 and Xbox One, it's like pseudo physical. It's like you go, you know, you go to buy you go to buy an ice cream, then somebody accidentally puts, fat-free yogurt in there. You know what I'm saying? Or like somebody acts like you think you're getting an ice cream cone that's actual ice cream, and then all of a sudden you taste it and it's fat-free yogurt. Yeah, it's kind of like ice cream. Kind of looks like ice cream or frozen yogurt. It looks like it, but then when you taste it, it's just not the same thing. There's the fat's missing. The sugar's missing. It's just not there. That's kind of how I see it. That's kind of how I see it, man. And what I mean by that is like with PS4 and Xbox One, you can buy a physical game, right? I've got physical games for PS4 and Xbox One, and I do like physicals for my shelf space, but it's like it takes up your whole hard drive. Like it's a digital game. There's no question that the whole game installs to your hard drive. It's not even a real physical game. It's basically a DRM check. After you install that whole game to your hard drive, it becomes a DRM disk. It's not like, oh, this is an actual game being played off of it. It's literally a DRM check. Oh, yeah, you installed this game, but you have the disc. That's essentially what it is. It's a digital game. It's a fake physical game. It's not a real physical game. It's real physical, kind of, because you have it there, but it doesn't operate like any real physical game actually operates. It operates like a digital game that has said, okay, we're going to it's like Shang Tsung. It's not really Jax or Sonya Blade or anything like that. And if you really look hard, you can probably see some differences. It's like Shang Tsung. It's not the real, like when Shang Tsung used to copy other people and like, is that Sonya Blade over there? Or is that Johnny Cage? No, wait a minute. He looks a little bit off. Oh, it's Shang Tsung again, copying one of the other Mortal Kombat fighters. It's not the real thing, But anyway, that's my opinion. My mom didn't let me play NES and Super Nintendo, so I had to wait till N64. Oh, well, she a true gamer at heart. Oh, bro, that's unfortunate. Can't wait to experience Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for the first time after the Euro sales start, because I saved up and waited. Yeah, there you go, man. Yeah, there you go. Frank Rodriguez says, nothing will match putting cartridges from the NES and Super Nintendo into your system. Yeah, man, I think for me, that, like, with the Super Nintendo, I mean, NES was kind of, like, troublesome, because NES, you had to stick the cartridge in, then you had to push the cartridge down, which was dumb, which I even thought was dumb back in the day. I was like, why can't I just put the cartridge in like a Game Boy? Or why can't I just put the cartridge in normal? Like, I would always complain about it sometimes. And then when the Super Nintendo came out, that was actually one of my biggest things I told to my friends. I was like, yo, like the Super Nintendo, you just put the cartridge in. You guys know you don't have to put the cartridge in, then push the cartridge down. They're just like, yeah, like we know, like everyone thought it wasn't a big deal, but for some reason for me, that was a big deal. Like having to push the cartridge down, like instead of just being able to put the cartridge in. So, shout out to Arctic Witch with the 2 bits. Thank you so much, Arctic Witch. Do appreciate that. But anyway, if you do digital, mind you, as well as PC gaming on Steam. Well, yeah, that's the thing about PC gaming. And, Ricardo Graphics, I don't know how long you've followed me or, what other videos that you watched, but I've never been a big fan of Steam or PC gaming because it's all been digital. And that's why I've never been a big fan of that. Like, you can have all the frames you want to, you can have all that, but where's your soul? You know what I'm saying? The problem with me is that PC gaming has no soul. I mean, there's just no soul in PC gaming. It's all about, the best looking. It's shallow. PC gaming to me is like shallow. It's that super ridiculously good looking girl that all she cares about, or guy, either one, or whatever you identify as that all they identify about, or all they really look at is just me, selfish, just looking the best, plastic surgery, whatever the case. That's what PC is to me, man. There's no soul. There's no soul in it. Not saying that each game can't have soul. Not saying that there isn't games that have soul. I'm saying that there's no soul in PC gaming. There's no collecting. There's no, like, the struggle with development. Like, oh, we had to cut this corner because, like, this system didn't have enough RAM to do this, so this is what we did in order to make this game still operate this way. It's like, oh, well, we have the biggest power. Upgrade your PC. Swap out your parts. 5,000 frames per second. Oh, digital point and click and shoot headshots. Oh, mods. It seems to me like it's just so artificial. Nothing's from the soul. Nothing is built from the struggle. It's built for the top of the line. That's the problem that I have with PC. It's stupid, and I know that's a stupid explanation for things. I get it, but I'm just saying that they're like, when you don't struggle, when you don't go through the hard times, PC never goes through the hard times. PC, it's all about the best hardware. It's all about the best graphics. of the best frame rate. That's what PC is. That's what PC is all about. That's what developers want you to have. That's why there's new graphics cards every single time. 1080 Ti 1, 1080 Ti 2, 1080 Ti 5, 1080 super clocked Avia 45 G8 G67, 1080 720, 1080 this, 1080 that, but 2084, 20 Ti, TIS, TIs. There's like 5 billion graphic cards, like over. It's like they just constantly want you upgrade, spend hundreds, thousands. It's like there's no soul. It's like a plastic surgeon living in Beverly Hills, driving a freaking convertible all day, every single time, telling you guys, no, you don't need to be you. You don't need to be yourself. You need to sit there. You need to look this way. You need to have this lips. You need to have this amount of breast implants. You need to have this size of booty. You know what I'm saying? You need to cut down your waist. You need to get liposuction. It's like nothing. You don't work hard for nothing. There's no time. Get everything now. That's what it reminds me. It reminds me of that sleazy dude, that sleazy person, the person who's doing the operations, you know what I'm saying, where they never do anything, like they never get plastic surgery themselves because they know that's fraudulent, that they're not going to do it, but they'll impart that on other people to make money. And that's kind of how I feel. They're like that sleazy plastic surgeon in Los Angeles and Beverly Hills that's way richer than everybody out there. I'm sorry, I can't vibe with PC gaming like other people do. I don't know, there's just something about it. I have a strong PC. I can play games like that. I get it. This podcast this stream has went off the rails, but I get that, but I mean, I just can't, man. I can't vibe with PC like that, man. I don't know, man. See, like modding, like I don't care to mod. I don't want to mod. I don't want to mod anything. I don't want to mod anything. I don't want to sit there and play Skyrim with freaking Sonic running through it. That's stupid. I don't even like Sonic normally. Half the time his games aren't even there. If you need to make a Sonic game good, I don't want to play Skyrim with Sonic running through it. I don't want to sit there and play people's stupid creations. I just want to sit there. I want to play what the developers put in there. Now, I get modding for people who like it, not hating on it to the point to where I don't think it should exist, but I don't want to sit there and do it. I don't want to download a bunch of mods and stuff like that. I'm not trying to do all that, all that stuff. Like, but whatever, man. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that there isn't great mods for Skyrim. I'm not saying that there isn't. There's some really cool stuff. Skyrim's great. There's great mods for Fallout. There's great mods for many games, and I know it's really cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I don't really feel like doing that. Like I don't really feel like doing stuff like that. That's just me personally, guys, opinion. But I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm not saying that it's not fun. I'm not saying that people shouldn't do it. You guys got to be able to separate what I'm saying and the ridiculousness that's coming out of my mouth and realize that half of this is for entertainment wise. Otherwise, you guys know I don't care about this like that. But I mean, like, you guys got to realize that I'm just saying this just because it's just coming up, and this is just kind of how I feel on the back end, like low key. It's not like it's a problem, like you guys can't do this or enjoy PC gaming. Like I said, I'd be the biggest hypocrite. I've got a strong PC right here that can play games. I you know what I'm saying? Like I've got like the graphics card. I've got, DDR4 RAM. Like I did all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got games that I can run at high frame rates and stuff like that. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, it feels like there's no soul. It feels like it's all about latest graphics with PC. That's it, man. But anyway, that's just, like I said, opinion. Completely agree with you, players, just because that's exactly how I feel. Yeah, I mean, like I get it. I mean, I like watching people who do mods. That's cool. It's just I'm just not gonna waste my time sitting there doing mods all day or anything like that. Let's see here. You guys don't have to agree. I'm not looking for you guys to agree or disagree. To be honest, I'm really not, because nothing changes on my opinion. Nothing's gonna change my opinion when it comes to this type of stuff. Like it's just not gonna change. This is something that's been going on I've been playing video games forever. I've tried my hardest to get into PC gaming. I've really tried my hardest to kind of get into it, but there's just something soulless about simply downloading everything from Steam, simply waiting for sales. Like it's like you go, oh wow, I can get this game for $2. I can get this game for $7. I can get this game for $3, and then you just end up with a bunch of cheap digital, nothing that you can hold in your hands. You just end up with a bunch of digital stuff on your PC that you probably won't play. To me, it's just soulless, and I don't know. There's just something about it, man. There's just something about it. I don't know. Although that Sonic burn. Anyway, I'm done talking about that, guys. We're gonna move on. That was a rant that I probably shouldn't have said, but hey, guys, whatever. I'm not taking it to where it's like to the point to where it's like I'm hating on people who do PC gaming or who do all that. It's just how I feel on certain things, man. Like, anyway, let's see here. Let's move on to the next topic here. All right, so we got some Cuphead impressions for you boys and girls. So Cuphead, guys, this game, I've talked about it before on yesterday's P Live, but if you missed it, Cuphead is great. This game is so frustrating, but it's also great at the same time. I'm gonna buy the physical version when it comes out later in the year, even though I already have the game from a review copy. But Cuphead is absolutely fantastic. There's some things that piss me off about this game, some of the hit detection and things like that, based on like the cartoon graphics. But overall, I'm having a blast with it. I streamed it for about 2 hours and 40 minutes yesterday. I did a Let's Play video on it. So if you haven't seen my impressions on Cuphead, go ahead and check it out. You can pre-purchase it. It's about 4 gigabytes or so. I think 3.4 to 4 gigabytes, somewhere in that range. It's $20. There is going to be DLC that's going to be released for it later in the year. I'm looking forward to it, man. Shout out to the developers for getting me a review copy for the game. And I'll probably have my full review or my my full impressions of the game in terms of everything. Probably next week, when it launches. So yeah, All right. In terms of other games that are coming out, I know some people are talking about Hellblade. Yeah, I will be streaming Hellblade tomorrow as soon as it's done downloading, because it's going to take all day to download. So if you're on Twitter, if any of you guys, if you guys can tag me as soon as it's ready to go to download, so you guys can let me know, because there's no pre-purchase. I don't know. Out of all games to pre-purchase, this game is not pre-purchasable. So I can just download the game now, and so I can be ready, because I know I want Hellblade on the Switch. I just want to check it out. I want to see how it is, you know. Shout out to Arctic Witch. Thank you so much for the three bits. So Arctic Witch says, yeah, you all goods in the Arctic House, bud. Players, thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, take it easy, Knack. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Appreciate that. Thank you for coming out. So when is the physical version releasing? That's a good idea, or that's a good question, more like it. It's going to be later in the year. Good idea. It's not an idea. It's actual something that's happening. It's coming out later in the year. We don't know exactly when, though. We don't have an exact idea when. I think the physical version of the game might have a Switch tax, though. So think about that. I don't think you're gonna get the whole thing for $20. I think there's gonna be a Switch tax on it. I think it's gonna be like, it could be 40, because there's gonna be DLC with it too. So there could be a Switch tax on it. So it could be a $40 game. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to sit there and say 100%, but it's gonna have the DLC, and it's gonna have, of course, the full game on there. There could be a Switch tax. So it could be anywhere from probably $30 to $40, somewhere in that range. It's not going to be 20. I don't think it's going to be 20. I mean, if they do 20 on the Switch with the physical version and the DLC, that's extreme value. That's pretty good. That's pretty dang good. So yeah. Let's see here. So Valhalla Outcast says, thoughts on games that need day one patch. Do you still consider them physical, even though they require digital content to play? They're physical because you can hold it, but I kind of figure it like it's like a half, like my analogy that I made or whatever, like when you buy a PS4 game and like you're expecting an ice cream and you get like a frozen yogurt, like fat-free frozen yogurt. I think like Switch games that do partial downloads, it's half, like you're expecting an ice cream and you get half ice cream or a quarter ice cream, and then you get like the rest of it is fat-free yogurt and you're not expecting that. So it's like that. It's like kinda, but it's not like the full thing. You know what I'm saying? That was a stupid. I mean, it's dumb for me to even bring that up, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's there. It's still ice cream, and you can still taste some of the sugar with it because it is a physical cartridge. It does save you some space. The whole thing isn't on a downloading to your hard drive or installing to your hard drive, but at the same time, you still gotta put some of it on there, which I don't like. But I guess it's better than. Considering the limitations on price or cart size with pricing, I completely understand. Like, I'll take that over what PlayStation 4 and Xbox One does, which is literally the whole thing no matter what. So I'll take that over it. But, I mean, I don't like the disgusting white stripes across the box arts. I don't like that type of stuff. I'm not a big fan. I mean, I know they got to put it on there, but not a fan. You must want ice cream. Actually, I don't want ice cream. I don't really crave ice cream too much. I actually I'm a candy person, but I don't really eat candy like that anymore. But yeah, I'm just bringing up examples of stuff. Shadow King says, will Hellblade get a physical edition? There's no confirmation on a physical edition yet for Hellblade, or will be digital only. I figure the file size will be pretty big. Yeah, the file size is like 18 gigabytes for Hellblade. I think it's bigger than the Xbox One version of the game. So they obviously had to do some writing over. There was probably something that they were trying to port the Switch version. Something happened, and they're like, yikes, we can't remove this, or it might break something. So they just built on top of it. It's Unreal Engine 4, but I mean that's the only reason why I can think that the game would be bigger than the Xbox One version. That there's something happened, they realized that, but they couldn't took it out, or they didn't have enough time, so they just wrote over it, or they just put it on top of it, which by the way happens all the time in gaming. A lot of times games, if you went back and actually removed some of the extra unused data, assets, things like that, the games would be way smaller. But when you remove things, you can break something, and there's also crunch time limitations. So I mean, you just have to be smart with your time, and sometimes it's just easier to just leave it and just build on top. And that's why you see like data miners and hackers, they find all sorts of stuff, that assets and stuff that actually uses up data in the game, but it's not actually in the game. So yeah. I don't know if Hellblade will be available midnight. I don't think so. I think it's going to be available once the eShop updates. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going into live streams and saying sub to Player Essence. All right, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, Strange Bear. Let's see. Don't forget this direct rumor mess. It will happen again. Well, yeah, we all know it's always going to happen again. Obviously, it's going to happen over and over. It's always going to happen. So yeah. Am I gonna live stream Mortal Kombat on the Nintendo Switch? Maybe not. I haven't really decided upon it yet. All right, let's go ahead and move on to random Q&A, guys. So if you have questions, I have answers. Just go ahead and tag me at PlayerEssence or hashtag PlayerEssence. I might not answer, I might not have answers to all of you guys' questions. But we're about at an hour 30, so we got time for about a good 30-minute Q&A or random topics. So if you guys have them, I'll be more than happy to answer them with this weirdo. This is definitely a weirdo stream. You gonna raid me? All right, thank you so much, Arctic Witch. Appreciate that. Did you see the stage builder for Smash Brothers on the trailer? Yes, Killer Gaming Keaton. I've already seen that. Please make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you subscribe and check out my content. Hit the bell notification so you actually know what I say. I've been talking about this in multiple videos now. We had a live stream yesterday about it. We also had a video today about it as well. So I've already seen that, and I've already talked about it on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? If you're interested in what I'm thinking about stuff or what I've seen or not seen, if you just follow the channel, if you just look at the videos, I mean, even in the title, you can just see stuff. So just make sure you pay attention to what we're doing on the channel, man, or on Twitter, because I've already talked about it like various times in multiple videos now. Let's see here. What are 3 things you want from the Switch Pro? 3 things that I want from the Switch Pro. Probably like better battery life. Probably more like a better quality screen, or like a more screen size. 1080p screen, and then I'd probably say just like enhanced graphics, a little bit of enhanced graphics, nothing crazy, nothing that's gonna boost the price up too much or anything like that, but just something like that, like a very similar to like the new Nintendo 3DS, better build quality, better battery life, and just slightly better graphics are okay, better resolutions on stuff. So yeah. Switch Pro ain't coming. I don't know about that. Let's see here. Shadow King says, what are your thoughts on Mokoi Sakuraba, the composer of the Tales games? He's all right. There's nothing wrong. I'm not really a huge fan of Tales music, but he's all right. Victor says, what third-party game you want to see on Switch? Persona 5. Let's see. Midnight Rogue says, what are your thoughts on people thinking Microsoft's next game maybe is Zelda related? Gotta head out after this though. Yeah, I think they've worked on Zelda games for a while, but I mean, I think it's just kind of just speculation, which I might make my own video on that. So yeah, people are allowed to speculate on whatever they want to speculate on. So yeah, thanks for coming out to the stream though. Jarmo Salmela says, oh, what's your take on PSN only online ID change feature? I don't care. Shout outs to Killer Gaming Keaton with the subscription. Thank you, Killer Gaming Keaton. Okay, so you weren't subscribed. You just subscribed. Okay, so you came into the live stream before you subscribed. I got it. All right, yeah, so thank you for subscribing. Make sure you hit that bell notification, my boy. And you can hear all about what I think about the whole Smash Brothers, stage builder, all that good stuff. But thank you, man, Killer Gaming Keaton. I appreciate that. Welcome to the village, homie. Let's see here. 6 gigabytes or 8 gigabytes of RAM? Well, it has 4 right now. I'm not even sure how much more the RAM will be increased, but maybe like 6 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, maybe like that. Maybe like with 4 gigabytes dedicated or 5 gigabytes dedicated to, gaming. Ricardo Graphics says, all-time favorite RPG from a Nintendo platform. All-time favorite RPG, like Fire Emblem Awakening or like Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Shadow King says, or Chrono Trigger. Sorry, Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger. One of those 3. Shadow King 1982 says, I wish they made a tower for Switch that holds more than 10 games. The only ones that hold Switch games are for only about 10. Okay. Usually they make like game cases, but yeah, you could probably get like a custom made tower like on Amazon or something like that to hold Switch games cases. I'm pretty sure you can find something like on Amazon maybe. Yo, what's up, Velvety? How you doing today? Yeah, no direct announcement. Sucks, but I mean, to be honest, I need to actually play the games that I've been buying. Like, I got this game, and I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna play it like one time, then never play it again. So yeah, whatever. Let's see here. What game will you want to see ported next? Persona 5. Let's see here. I made a Pokemon Sword and Shield battle I coded. If you want the link, you can play. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, the cheese whiz gamer. Let's see here. Vesper says, what does PS or P5S need to add for you to do another full playthrough of the game? It doesn't need anything. If they literally just, they can do the vanilla game, and I'll do a full playthrough on the Switch. I think Monster Hunter World can't run on the Switch. Why not? Or why don't you think it can run on the Switch? It uses MT Framework. MT Framework already runs on the Switch. So why couldn't a developer port the game over? Give me some good reasons why you don't think it can. Because the engine that it runs on Switch. Let's see here. But if you're just doing hot takes, just go ahead. Okay, hold up. I think Monster Hunter World can run on Switch. Can run on Switch. Okay, I can't read. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, maybe it can. Tag me at Persons if you have questions. Give me questions. I'm not just gonna read random comments. Give me questions if you guys haven't tagged me. I'm only gonna read people that tag me. How about that? Let's see here. J2 Blue says, do you know how to transfer data from another SD card on the Switch? No, I don't. There's a very delicate balance. I'm not sure how to do that. You gotta look up online. I think John from Spawnwave might know how to do that though. Vesper says, also they showed 50 minutes of Dragon's Dogma footage on Switch, and it's looking nice. 50 minutes where? Where was that at? Do you know? Can you tell me, Vesper, so I can do a reaction or something like that, or I can check it out myself? This Vesper says, oh well, OJ Sweetheart, we need a slow mode. I don't think I need a slow mode. I don't think I need a slow mode at this point, but I think at some point I'll probably need a slow mode, or sorry, I'll have to activate slow mode. Let's see here. Nathan is Drake. What's up, dude? He says, what genre would you like to see Nintendo take on existing IP or new IP? Would love a heavy story-driven game. That's exactly what I don't want. I'm not a huge fan of heavy-driven or heavy story-driven game. That means it's like, you know, like heavy, like Heavy Rain or like Detroit or something like that. I don't want to see anything like that. That's just my personal take on what you said. But in terms of genre that I want to see Nintendo tackle next, I mean, they've already pretty much tackled all genres. I mean, even like heavy story-driven game. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is that. Fire Emblem Three Houses is that. Like Astral Chain is probably going to be that. I mean, to me, they already cover all the genres. There's not really anything that they don't really cover too much outside of first-person shooter, but I don't want to see them make that. So, I mean, if I had to pick, I would take an existing IP and what I want to see that become into. I talked about this before, and I'll probably have another video on it, but Donkey Kong Country, I want to see that become an action platformer where there's actually like beat-em-up elements ingrained in a platformer. So I'd love to see that, because really, Tropical Freeze is just like a platformer. I mean, Donkey Kong is such a sissy, so is like Diddy. They're both sissies in the game, which is just ridiculous. Well, Diddy Kong, it's understandable why he's a sissy, but Donkey Kong is no sissy. Donkey Kong is super strong, by the way. Like, if you read into the actual lore, he's really strong, and he's such a wimp in Tropical Freeze. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why he's so wimpy, but he's so wimpy in and in many of the Donkey Kong games, like, he's such a wimp, dude. So I'd love to see them actually make him how he's supposed to be, like a big, strong, freaking ape, but he's not, you know, for the half the time. Like, I mean, like, sometimes he's really strong, like when you like beat the crap out of the enemy at the end, but that's just such a gimmicky thing that he does. Like, I'd actually like to see him like an action platformer where you punch and like where you platform and like where you do that. So to me, I'd like to see that a little bit more like an action platformer-ish, you know, thing for me at least. So yeah. 2D, not 3D. I wouldn't want to see 3D. Just give me a 2D action platformer, and I'd be happy with that. Just tell me where you got it from. Can't post the link, but YouTube channel, it's Capcom channel. They just uploaded it. Okay, got it. All right, so I'll do a video on that. Then. All right, yo, shout out to Steady. Thank you, man. Kylo Slim says, what's your thoughts on Ubisoft and Nintendo doing a Star Fox game? I think that'd be good. I've talked about it multiple times. Actually, check out my last video, Kylo Slim, where I talk about Starlink Battle for Atlas and what they can do going forward with that. Let's see here. Oh, you made a Pokemon Sword and Shield battle. I coded it if you want to. Okay, I'm good, man. I'm good for right now. Wait, tag me or let me know about that when the game actually comes out. Droid Cloak says, should easy modes be included in Souls or roguelikes? I personally feel that easy modes should be included in games so more people can have access to it. But at the same time, that doesn't mean if the developer doesn't want to, they don't have to put it in there. But for example, Cuphead has an easy mode because that game is easily too hard for some people. Some people are not going to be able to beat Cuphead even on the regular difficulty. I just know after playing it, there's going to be some people that just won't be able to beat it, but they have an easier mode for people. But then you still have the hard mode, and then you have even a harder mode. So that's good for Cuphead. That's good. It's accessible for more people. That's good. So I'm a fan of that. But if a developer doesn't want to put an easy mode into their game, that's cool by me too. They don't have to put an easy mode. I'm fine by that too. Is Nintendo 2019 lineup good enough if we have no new game announcements for this year? Yeah, because we already have freaking Pokemon Sword and Shield, Legend of Zelda, Fire Emblem, Astral Chain, Super Mario Maker, Luigi's Mansion, Animal Crossing, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Daemon X Machina. I mean, Super Mario Maker 2, or did I already say that? But either way, there's like 11 unreleased games. Yes, that's a damn good life. For Microsoft and Sony, that'd be like over the course of 2 or 3 years. Just think about all the games that I just mentioned. All of those are set for 2019. If all those games drop in 2019 like they're supposed to, that's a damn good year. That's one of the greatest years of all time. Yes, we don't need a single new game announcement for the rest of this year, and their lineup is easily one of the best years of all time. Fire Emblem, Astral Chain, Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening Remake, Super Mario Maker, Daemon X. I mean, dude, it just goes on and on. Like, absolutely. We had Yoshi this year. We had New Super Mario Bros. Earlier. We had Travis Strikes Again. There's already been a number of games. Plus, there's stuff like Hellblade. We have Final Fantasy. I mean, dude, the lineup is insane. Nintendo's game lineup for this year is absolutely nuts. Absolutely, it's good. We don't need another new game announcement, and their lineup would be completely sufficient. I mean, I'm not sure if you knew the lineup before I said something, but I think everyone's sitting here and saying, like, a lot of people are saying there's no way that all these games are coming out, you know? So yeah. Am I going to stream your new Final Fantasy game? Yeah, I'll probably stream it at some point. Astral Chain videos. Amazing Astral Chain videos, by the way. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Demeco, appreciate that. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat 2, thoughts? Not playing the way that you play bongos, not playing that. But that style of game where Donkey Kong punches and kicks and does all, and like claps people and stuff like that, yeah, that's cool. That's definitely cool. But I'm not using bongos to play. That's I mean, it's kind of fun, but it's kind of stupid at the same time. Gunslinger says, I think they could save a Nintendo Direct for next month. This month they could have a Smash Bros. Direct. Yep, that's true. That's true. I don't like DK64 though, Rilo. I don't like DK64. Well, I mean, I did like it back then, but I mean, too much collectathon crap. Let's see here. Velvet says, OJ, what do you think of Astral Chain so far, and do you think we'll see a gameplay footage of that in Sword and Shield? Well, I mean, if you've watched any of my videos, Velvet, I think very highly of Astral Chain. It looks awesome. And yeah, we'll see more gameplay footage of Astral Chain and Pokemon Sword and Shield probably at E3. Let's see here. How about a Metroid spin-off made by Platinum? I mean, it's cool in theory, but I don't know if it's the right actual thing to do. Personally, for me, I'd just like to see like a really good remake of a game, or just like a complete Metroid, a real Metroidvania Metroid game, believe it or not. So actual RPG elements like Metroidvania has, or Castlevania, but in an actual Metroid game, like a brand new one. So I'd rather see that than some type of weird spin-off where you try to fandangle in Platinum Games into stuff. So yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Let's see here, Ricardo. I think that's what they tried to do with Metroid Prime 4, and it ended up failing spectacularly. So they had to just restart. I think they tried to make some type of new Japanese style Prime first person, shooter game, and it just didn't work out. So then they just ended up canceling it. So I think doing something like that could end up being disastrous. But yeah, I'd rather just see like a regular Metroid game, Metroid, an actual real RPG elements in a Metroid game, but Metroidvania 2D with really nice graphics. Let's see here. Ricardo Graphics says, what is your favorite anime character from Naruto? Probably like Fourth Hokage. Let's see here. Kenpachi says, you should look up Top Hunter on Neo Geo, 2D platform with fighting game moves, fireballs, dragon punches, and much more. All right, I'll check it out. Shadow King 1982 says, do you think Ubisoft going forward will still charge for new weapons for Starlink, or will it be free updates? Well, we need to. I think they're going to charge for stuff, because the way that they made it seems that they're going to charge for stuff. So yeah, but if there ever is a Starlink 2 or a something like that, they need to put the whole game in the package. Is Cuphead only 2-player local? Yeah, it's 2-player local, no online multiplayer for Cuphead, and that's in every version of the game. Let's see. Frank Rodriguez says 2019 so far has been super lit, and it's just gonna get even better. Yeah, it's definitely been good, but it's gonna get way, way better. The first half of the year is gonna be a lot like quiet. It's super quiet compared to what we're getting in the second half. So, or at least really starting April. It's like let the games begin. That's when things really get heated because we just got Yoshi, right, which is pretty much the very end of March. But things like are getting like hot now, like Dragon's Dogma, Final Fantasy's coming, Hellblade is coming, Cuphead is coming. Like we got good third party games. We're gonna have good first party games coming in June, starting June. But this month and next month, it's all about third party for this month and next month. I mean, outside of if you're playing Yoshi, you know. Let's see here. Let's see here. Frank Rodriguez says DK64 kind of lost the magic and essence of what made Country so special, and I think they were going for something different. They were going for something different. But yeah. So yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I agree. DK64's daunting task list of collectibles, but they made one like that less collectibles. It would be dope if they made one like that with less collectibles. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think it could be okay with less. Bayonetta 3 at E3, more surprises. We're always going to get more surprises at E3. I don't know about Bayonetta 3, though. Shadow King says, considering how packed this year is, and if every game announced drops, I'm wondering if Nintendo would be able to top this year. I mean, people said that Nintendo couldn't top 2017, and it looks like if everything drops, they'll top it this year. So, I mean, it's if everything drops like it's supposed to, absolutely. This year definitely has way more games than 2017. So yeah. Shadow King says, okay, I already read that. Michael O'Brien says, DK64 had some great parts to it. There was a lot of gameplay variety with different abilities and weapons, etc. Absolutely, I agree with that. I'm not saying that DK64 was a bad game per se. I just felt there was just way too much collecting stuff. But yeah, you had like the peanut gun and you had all sorts of cool abilities and stuff like that. There was definitely some great parts to it. It just felt slow to me compared to like Donkey Kong Country, like the pace of the game just seemed a lot faster to me. But yeah, there's definitely some great parts to DKC64, absolutely. And it has like the Donkey Kong rap, dude. That's iconic. So yeah. Any other questions, guys? Some people have only been paying attention to the bad games like Anthem and say that this is a horrible year for gaming. Well, it just didn't start out good. I mean, you had Anthem. What else did you have? You had another game too. I mean, it just hasn't been great so far. But once there's going to be more games that come and just kind of say like, okay, yo, like this is looking, we're getting better. Like games are getting better and better. This is looking better and better. So yeah. Thoughts on non-Nintendo Direct announcement? Yeah, I talked about that earlier, Matthew. I'm not sure if you were here. But yeah, like once again, Gaming Intel kind of fraudulent with the information here. We're gonna make sure going forward that we're really gonna report on credible sources, and if there is something like, oh, there are some people out there that are saying there's gonna be a direct. So I'm gonna phrase it in a way to where we don't give people credit that are just looking, that are trying to sit here and say, oh, well, yeah, it's happened, then it doesn't happen. But they better hope, Gaming Intel, for them to have any shred of credibility going forward, they better hope that something gets dropped tomorrow. Even if it's not a Nintendo Direct, it's a Nintendo Direct Mini. It's like Joker, more information on Joker and Smash. They better hope something drops tomorrow. Like something new information drops out of the world of Nintendo. Otherwise, they lose all credibility going forward. So yeah, man. Oh yeah, Crackdown 3, that was this year too. Yeah, Crackdown 3. Crackdown 3 kept crashing your Xbox. That's what you get for actually spending time to download Crackdown 3. You deserve it. You deserve it. No, I'm joking. Unexpected visitor. Oh, okay. You'll never see it coming. Days Gone to save 2019. Yeah, Days Gone is this month. Days Gone is this month. I'll be playing that. I'll be picking that up. Days Gone. If I remember. I think that's April something, like late April 20 something. DK64 had more story elements, and that's why I missed it. Okay. Yeah, what's up, Liam? Let's talk about pickles here. All right. So, any other questions, guys? I can answer questions for like another little bit less than 15 minutes. So feel free to ask away. If anything, I can go over some news for you guys, or maybe we can take a look at some other stuff online. If there's anything that's happened so far since I started streaming about 2 hours ago. Do I believe that The Last of Us Part 2 is coming this year? I think it's possible, yeah, that The Last of Us 2 comes this year. So yeah, I think it's definitely possible. Oh, somebody's account been suspended. Let me see if there's anything. Just a bunch of like S posts on Twitter today, guys. Goodness gracious, like 95% of Twitter's S posts. What's up, the Nintendo Mario fan? How you doing today, my boy? Tell us your secrets. My secrets? I have no secrets. I have no secrets. SteamWorld Heist is so much fun. It gets me hyped for Quest. These devs have versatility. Yeah, absolutely. I have SteamWorld Quest. It's an interesting game. Warren Wise says, if Metroid Prime Trilogy and Persona 5 don't come to Switch, what will the ramifications be of that, given that it seems everyone expects at least one of those titles to come to Switch? There will be no ramifications. It'll just be like, oh, well, those games don't come, and people will play Fire Emblem and Pokemon and Dragon Ball and Dragon Quest and every other game. There's literally no ramifications at all. It's just like, whatever. The games don't come. Literally nothing. I was like, oh no! Like, nothing's gonna happen. There's no ramifications of anything. If they don't come, then they don't come. Nathan is Drake says Sony didn't even promote MLB The Show in their direct, and it came out like a week or two after that. Then they wonder why their exclusives don't do as good as Nintendo's. Well, I think really the reason why they didn't promote MLB is because they feel that gamers don't care about MLB. State of Play was for like the hardcore gamers out there. MLB is just not for that. I mean, like, most people don't want to look at MLB. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, I don't really care about MLB. Baseball is too slow. It's boring as hell. I was watching Darkside Phil play MLB, and like, that game, it's just the same. I mean, I can't sit here and say this is the same thing every single year. Like, it's just people playing baseball. Like, it's literally just people hitting the ball. It's boring as hell. I mean, like, it's baseball is just too slow of a sport. And I know you have like the auto, you know, speed up game. And I know there's a bunch of cool features that they add every year. And I know that they do a good job. Oh, the graphics look good. But dude, MLB The Show, it's boring as hell, dude, man. It's boring. Like, you're just sitting there, you're hitting the baseball, you're catching the baseball. It's so random, like, when you hit a home run, when you're throwing sliders and fastballs. Like, baseball's way more fun to play. But watching baseball, I know it's different for watch. I mean, here's the tier of baseball. Playing baseball is top tier. Watching baseball is low tier, but I can do it if I had to. And then playing a baseball video game, that requires effort. So that means it's the most bottom of bottom tier. I'd rather sit on my butt and watch a baseball game than actually sit there and play a baseball game. Bro, like, I'm not trying to sit here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, let me try to pick up the person at first base. Spitting so, like, it's so stupid. Like, do you guys really want to play a baseball game? Like, who else gonna sit there? What's a baseball game all day? Most boring thing in the world. Like, are you really? Like, are you really gonna sit there and play baseball? Like, nobody wants to watch that crap. Like, come on. That's why they didn't put it. That's a good thing that they put MLB The Show in there. That's so dumb. Like, baseball games are boring as hell. They used to be kind of fun back in the day. I would play them. You know, Ken Griffey Jr.'s Slugfest or whatever the case is. But I mean, like, ain't nobody playing no baseball game anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's playing baseball games anymore. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I used to be into wrestling. Not anymore though. Let's see here. Sliding into DMs is much more fun than sliding into bases until you get called out for it when you slide into people's DMs. Mario Baseball is more fun. Yeah, I mean, I'll play like a Mario Baseball game or like a Mario like Strikers or like that type of thing, because it's like it has like video game elements put into it. But I mean, I'm not trying to sit here and play like simulation baseball. Like, bruh. Come on, man. Like, but even like playing regular baseball, it's like where I live, it's like hot as hell. And the reason why I quit playing baseball is because baseball's, you know, it's during the summer. It's hot as hell all the time, man. It's just super hot, and I don't want to. And I played center field. I ain't trying to stand out there in the heat all day, man. Like that's the problem with baseball. Like that's the biggest problem. And like your games are during the day; they're not at night for the most part. I mean, you get night games sometimes, but a lot of times like we would go and we would play during the day, and it was during summer, and it was just hot. Like when I played like over the summer, it was just hot as hell. Now football starts in summer and it's hot as hell, but then as it transitions into fall and then winter at the very end. And plus you're wearing a bunch of gear. You're not burning up your whole skin. I mean, you're wearing gear and everything like that. And like it's at night. Football's always at night. The games are always at night. So it's just easier to play. But like baseball, it's during the summer and it's just hot as hell, man. Like I can't be playing baseball like that. And I can't be watching baseball. Like I can watch baseball. I can watch it. I'll watch the World Series if I just catch it and I'm editing. I'll watch the World Series. I'll watch like not like the first game though. I'll have to be like a elimination game. Like it has to be like the game like where like they're about to get beat and I'll see if like if the people can come back or whatever it is. But like I'm not gonna sit there and watch baseball all day. The games take too long. It's boring as hell. Shout outs to Nathan H with the $2 donation through Super Chat. It says Kofi Mania just got LA Noir on the Switch. Noir on the Switch. Absolutely. Shout outs to Kofi. It's really satisfying to finally see another African American world champion. Even though I'm not into wrestling like that. But I mean, like Kofi was born in Africa, from what I understand. Or he's African. So to see him be another champion, I mean, we haven't had one since what? Like, who was the last one? Like Mark Henry or The Rock or something like that? Anybody with African American? I don't watch wrestling, so if there was somebody in between. But I mean, it's the first time in a long time. I mean, and not only that, but if you read Kofi's story, took him 11 years. Dude's 37 years old. He's been wrestling for like years, and this was his dream. His childhood dream was to become the WWE champion. So to see Kofi win it, that was really cool. I mean, like I said, I'm not a big wrestling fan, but just like, for the culture, it's cool, man. The Rock was the last one. Okay, yeah, that was a long time ago, dude. And like, The Rock isn't even full. You know what I'm saying? Like the Rock is like half. So like to see like a full like brother win the championship, that's cool. But I mean, we'll see how long it lasts though. I fell asleep during the Texas Rangers game. Yeah, like at least football, you're seeing people slam into each other like boom, full speed. Basketball, you're seeing people get crossed. All you got to do is watch James Harden play. You can't sit and even if you don't like basketball, watch a Rockets game. Watch the Houston Rockets. You see this dude with literally half of his face is a beard. Half of his face is a beard, and he's just out here going and just dribbling, and he's just crossing people up, and he's dunking on people. It's exciting. Even if you don't like basketball, you watch James Harden or watch Steph Curry. Watch the Golden State Warriors. You see Steph Curry shooting shots from like freaking half court. No matter what, that's exciting when you watch those people play. But there ain't nothing exciting about seeing people just spit and throw a baseball all day. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. But shout outs. Thank you, Nathan H. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Any other questions, guys? We got about 5 more minutes of questions. Xbox having a direct style presentation? Nah, they're having an inside Xbox, which is not the same as a direct. Preach, brother. Baseball puts me to sleep, man. I'm sorry. I'm just telling the facts. Baseball's cool. I don't think it should not be around. I think that baseball players, it's like dope. I mean, if you can make it to the major leagues and strike it rich, that's awesome. Because baseball, obviously, they have guaranteed contracts. Like, I don't want baseball to disappear. I just think it's just boring as hell. But I have a couple friends that are in the major leagues. Like when I went to Fresno State, they won the national championship that year that I was there, 2008. Fresno State won the national championship in baseball, which was crazy. And I have a couple of my friends that made it to the major leagues based on how well that they played. They said they left school early. They're like, man, we're punching our ticket now. And a lot of them have been in the AA, AAA system, and some of them have actually pitched. One of my friend Justin, he actually pitched for I think the Rangers. I forgot exactly. Let me look. I forgot his name. Let me see. Justin Miller. Let me just look so you guys know I'm not joking around. Yeah, Justin Miller. He pitched for the Washington Nationals. He's the same age as me. We're from the same. I played football against him when we were in high school. But yeah, he pitched for the Washington Nationals. And he also did yeah, I think he's on there right now. Yeah, he's actually on the Washington Nationals team right now. Yeah, Justin Miller. So yeah, he's cool. But yeah, he's like, I'm out, dude. He's like, he left school early. He's like, I'm gone. I gotta get drafted. So yeah, I mean, I got friends who play, and it's cool, and I'm happy that they're in there. But I mean, at the same time, like, whatever. Hey, I'm a Nationals fan, bro. If Justin's on there, I'm a Nationals fan. I'm a fan. Let's see here. Keep me away from baseball. I'm a bad man when it comes to video game baseball. When and would you play a baseball game? I had on GameCube. I would personally hit my opponents. Yo, Ricardo Graphics says I feel. Okay, I already read that. Let's see here. Buck Bumble colors for the podcast tomorrow. And what sport? Oh, I forgot to tell people about the Buck Bumble. Damn it. All right, we gotta try. I gotta try for the Buck Bumble tomorrow. And what sport game do you enjoy playing? What sport game? I don't really enjoy playing any sport games. When I was younger, I used to enjoy playing Madden. I used to enjoy playing NBA 2K. I loved NBA 2K basketball. I used to play baseball games. I used to play Ken Griffey Jr.'s Slugfest. I used to play lots of different sport games. I would play all sorts of stuff. Bases Loaded. Back in the day, I used to play Super RBI. I used to play NFL Game Day. I played so many sports games. NBA Live. I used to play NBA Live back in the day on the N64 and also on the Super Nintendo. NBA Live. NBA Live. I used to play that. NBA Jam. That's really not more like, I mean, it's a sports game, but it's like a crazy sports game. But NBA Jam, I used to play that one. NBA Street. I love Street. Probably NBA Street Volume 2 is probably my favorite sports game outside of like Madden 05. Madden 05 and NBA Street Volume 2. NBA Street Volume 2, I literally played that game religiously for a year. Just like every day, I would play NBA Street Volume 2, the career mode. Dude, Bonafide, man. Bro, let's go. Tech Mobile, yeah, I used to play Tech Mobile back in the day. Tech Mobile, Super Tech Mobile. Tech Mobile 3, baby, let's go. Marshall Falk, can't stop him. Bo Jackson on the original Tech Mobile. Let's go, man. Let's go. PE podcast tonight or tomorrow. PE podcast is every Thursday at 6 p.m. PT, 9 p.m. Eastern time, every Thursday. Stretch was my main in NBA Street. Yeah, Stretch, that's NBA Street 1. You got Stretch, but my main was Bonafide. In NBA Street Volume 2, he was like the 6'1" dude, but had like a level 10 dunking ability. Dude, Bonafide, he wore the tank top and the camouflage pants, and he had the cornrows with the do-rag on. Bonafide was legit, dude. He was the best. I love Bonafide. NBA Street Volume 2 was awesome. Oh my gosh. So awesome. That was back in the day, man. Y'all remember Bonafide? This was my dude. I used to even try to look like him too when I was younger. I would wear the same camo pants and like lift weights, get all buff, black tank top. Y'all remember this dude right here? Yeah, man. NBA Street Volume 2, man. I used him all the time. The 7 greatest street ball players of all time. They got a picture of Bonafide on there. Let's go. I used to shave off my beard, shave off everything to look just like Bonafide, man. That was back in the day. All right. Let's see here. Nelly and Saint Lunatics were trashing again. They were. Nelly was trash. Although I think he could shoot threes, couldn't he? He could shoot threes though, couldn't he? NBA Street was amazing. NBA Street was amazing. Remember V3 on the GameCube had Mario and Luigi and Peach? Yeah, I did, but I didn't like V3 on the GameCube, to be honest. NBA Volume 2 was my favorite. We need a hockey game with real mighty Ducks coaches. Mighty Ducks, dude. Come on now. NBA Showtime. Yeah, I played. Oh, NBA Showtime is really good. NBA Showtime was dope. I really did like NBA Showtime. Yeah. The PC gaming rant made my day. Yo, shoutouts. Shoutouts. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and stop it right here, guys. That is 2 hours. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the podcast or the live stream today. The podcast is tomorrow, but hopefully you guys enjoyed today's live stream. Do appreciate that. Thank you guys for the donations today. You guys were very generous, like always. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. Let's give some love for all the people who did donate for today. We have Arctic Witch with the bits. Thank you so much, Nathan H as well. Big Milo. Also, Fairy Tiger with 2 donations as well. So thank you guys for the donations. Oh, and also, that's everybody for today. All right, so thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate that. We'll be back with a nightcap of PE Live. So I don't know what we're going to be talking about yet, but we will have a nightcap of PE Live in a bit. Give me a couple hours. And then we might have a Final Fantasy or a World of Final Fantasy Maxima live stream. We might not. I'm not really sure. I might do Cuphead, or I might just sleep so I can wake up in the morning tomorrow, because we got a big day tomorrow with PE podcast and all that. So yeah. So anyway, we'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, follow me on Twitter. Thank you, Dank Meme. Make sure you guys hit that link up that Dank Meme just posted. Please follow me on Twitter. Also, guys, we have videos for today. So if you want to hear me ramble on about stuff, because I know you guys love hearing me talk and ramble on about things, please make sure you check out the previous videos for the day, because we do have some good videos up on the channel already. We did do Cuphead gameplay yesterday, so if you want to see some more Cuphead gameplay, you can definitely check that out. But we also have the Switch News video, so check out my Switch News video if you have not seen it for today. Get my thoughts on the whole stage builder leak. I call it a controlled leak. Switch News, so make sure you stay up to date on all the latest news on the Nintendo Switch. That's why it's just called Switch News, and I just kind of put as much information as I can in the title for you guys. So please make sure you guys check out that video. And this live stream will be live in a little bit after it, so give me about maybe 30 minutes or so, and then you can watch the replay of this stream as well. And I'll probably put my Cuphead gameplay. If I can edit it, I'll put my Cuphead gameplay up too. So we'll see you guys later tonight. If you're going to come back for the nightcap, should be really good. I should have a lot of cool topics to talk about. We'll find stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. Do appreciate it. Subscribe, hit the bell notification, hit the like button before you guys leave. If you have not hit that like button, make sure you hit it. And we will see you guys for the nightcap later tonight. All right, guys. Peace.